still see people like, especially in LA, just still worshiping at that altar to try to get something going. I mean, you would think there would be more work than ever with all these studios and all these streaming sites, but it's almost like we're going back to way back in the day when there was only four channels. We're gonna have Amazon, Netflix, Apple, and who
Hulu.
else do we got? One more, Hulu, maybe. I don't even think Hulu's on it. It's Apple TV, Amazon, Netflix, and
Max, Max, Max.
HBO Max, I think maybe, dude. That's it, dude.
Disney.
That's it. I mean, if you're not on one of those, good luck. Hulu's trying, but I think Hulu. Oh yeah, Disney. Disney's gonna be the only one. Even though Disney keeps taking L's, they just keep going. It's just
But
like
you got to look at the big picture. The big picture is, there's independent journalists all over the fucking place now with YouTube, and now, so it doesn't matter. Like when in regards to getting news, you find people you trust. Everybody's doing that shit. But what the 80s and 90s had that we don't have anymore is the power to create superstars in acting and in music, because there was no internet. You just had MTV. And the goal was to get your video on MTV and have it be a hit. And if it was a hit on MTV, you are like this rock star that's so unnatural. It's so unnatural that you're just like this fucking hero, because there is no internet and everybody's watching MTV. Everybody watched MTV. Everybody was into Guns N' Roses. Everybody was into Motley Crue. Everybody was into Nirvana. Everybody was into Nine Inch Nails. So it creates this like, almost like this rock stardom that is not supposed to be happening. You know what I mean?
Right.
But people are like, oh, there's no more bands. I go, yeah, because there's no more MTV, because the internet made everything. Except now, there's positives. Now you could be your own band and sell your own shit online and have a couple thousand fans and you could pay your bills. But nobody knows who the fuck you are. There'll never be like Guns N' Roses ever again. There'll never be Guns N' Roses ever again, because there's no more MTV. But now that you start telling me that everything's it's starting to happen again. It's just Netflix, Hulu. Now there could be like, if there was an MTV on Netflix, like there was like some kind of show on Netflix that was going to highlight all the best music, then it kind of starts again now, right? Now it's like, because there's no bands no more. It used to be in the top 100 on Billboard, the top 100. Most of the artists were bands. Now the top 100 in Billboard now, dude, there's no bands. It's all single artists.
Yeah.
There's no band. Bands are gone. Like the last band was like Kings of Leon, Interpol,
Yeah,
and Five Finger Death Punch. Imagine Drag. There's like 5 bands. But in the 80s and 90s, dude, bands were so fucking huge and so popular that there was fucking rehearsal studio networks, because there was so many bands and all these teenagers wanted to be in bands that it was a good idea to open up a rehearsal studio where you could have bands come in and they use you have like 9 studios
and you could molest them.
Yeah, totally. But that shit don't happen no more. There's no more bands. And if you're in a band, if you're in a band, you are never going to be that rock star that you dreamed you'd be. It's impossible. There's no more MTV. MTV is the reason why there's rock stars. It's MTV and the radio.
Well, before that was radio. So radio blew you up, and then when video killed the radio star.
Yeah, video is like radio, but with visuals. Because the one thing the radio had is like everybody in your fucking city was listening to the same song at the same fucking time. You guys are all listening to this song at the same fucking time. We don't have that shit no more. The only time we have that is like when we're watching football or baseball. That's the only time we're connected.
Game of Thrones. That was it. That's it. Breaking Bad.
That was the last one. Game of Thrones was the last one. Where we're all listening and watching this shit at the same. That's what radio is magic.
And that's if you want to.
Radio no more.
Think about this. The World Series between the Yankees and the Dodgers, I think, got 12 million people watching it. 12 million. Dude,
That's
in a
nothing.
country of like 380, that's like one Joe Rogan episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
but
think
here's
there are other reasons for
about
that too.
that,
Sports
dude?
reasons. I mean that
What?
I think there are sports reasons too that people have tuned out of this World Series, especially because they're just tired of the fucking coast, dominating media coverage, and
that
these two
too.
teams are unlikely.
Wow.
That
But
too.
it is
and think
Dodgers
about
and
it.
Yankees. It's pretty classic. Dodgers versus Yankees. It doesn't get any more classic. That's better than like the Diamondbacks versus
We got the Marlins versus
the Cardinals or
the
something.
Mariners.
Yeah, I mean it's better for Yankees and Dodgers fans. Yeah, front runners. Yeah, it's better for the front runners for sure. The front
Okay,
But it's
Johnny's
classic.
sad. Johnny's sad because we took his first base.
Well, no, I mean, you kind of vacillate on this because sometimes you're like, yeah, dude, I'm so disgusted by the way the Dodgers are just.
Well, I don't like that the Dodgers are talking about getting Soto. That's just overkill, and it's not fun.
Yeah, and you said that about. I remember you saying the same thing about Ohtani before they got him.
No, I was happy with Ohtani.
No, you. I remember you saying you were like,
Hey,
dude,
Well, I love.
He's
I'm
not
done,
doing
man.
good in the
I'll
World
take it.
Series, though, right?
Yeah, he's having a weird one, but who cares? Because everybody else is just murdering it.
Isn't he? But wait up, isn't he caught up with some gambling things where he was in with the mob, or he's
Well,
Where
no,
are
he
you
was.
from?
And then he just
2023, dude?
He told
Where
his
you
friend
from?
that down the river. Yeah.
Why you gotta bring up old shit?
Bro, his friend's going to do the minimum amount of time, and he's going to come out and have the fattest bank account. That guy is going to be so rich when he gets out. He's going to go back to Japan and just be a hero because he got to keep Ohtani out of American jail.
Oh yeah, that guy's gonna be Japanese royalty.